Good afternoon to our lecturer, Dr. Rachel. Our group will present our topic, gadget addiction among students. We have done a study on factors leading to gadget addiction among students in UiTM campus Bandaraya Melaka. My name is Nur Aunia Afifah binti Muhammad Daud. I will present our first part, which is for the introduction of our topic. Gadget has been a staple tool for most people nowadays. Gadget addictions has become a growing problem among students, which is brought upon by several different factors. The factors that are studied are mental health, parental control, and social media. Now I will explain our three several factors. First, mental health is the psychological state of the student where life-related problems such as depression and anxiety that may relate to an excessive usage of gadgets. Second, parental control is the parents' different roles in approaching, mentoring, and directing the use of gadgets for their children. Social media is the direct influence of media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So, why we choose the topic? People nowadays use gadgets for multiple purposes. Because of this, there appears to be more and more people becoming addicted to gadget use. Millennials and Generation Z are those who often spend most of their time using gadgets. As a result, the over-dependency on gadget use has caused problems that may lead to gadget addiction in the long run. We aim to measure each factor and how it influences gadget addiction among students and in turn contributes to creating more awareness among students, teachers, and parents on the factors leading to gadget addiction. Why is this a current issue? A decade ago, gadgets were just a thing that people not really needed, but now they are a necessity compared with previous years when phones were used only for calls. Now, gadgets are used for everything, which creates over-dependency. This over-dependency on gadgets creates a landscape for addiction to manifest, which is a problem for most students. What is the research gap? The research gap can be seen from multitude of arising problems such as too much use of social media for communication leads to individuals overusing their gadgets and becoming addicted. Furthermore, mental health also plays a role in gadget addiction. Other than that, parental control is an important aspect of the usage of gadget, especially for children. Children's gadget have to be under parental control so that the duration and the content that is accessed is following the age of the child and can have a positive impact on the child. In terms of its importance, this research is carried out to help affected parties such as students, teachers, and parents to be more aware of the severity of gadget addiction. It is also to encourage future researchers to explore more on this specific topic where in the future, people will become more dependent on gadget use. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nazra binti Abu Nawar, and today I will present about research question and the research objective. There are three factors that may lead to the gadget addiction among UiTM Melaka City Campus students,
which is mental health, parental control, and also social media.
From this, we can generate a research question, which is first is what is relationship between mental health and gadget addiction. Second question is what is the relationship between parental control and gadget addiction? And lastly, what is the relationship between social media and gadget addiction? For the research objective, we want to study on factors leading to gadget addiction among UiTM Melaka City Campus students. First research objective is to identify the relationship between mental health and gadget addiction. Another point in research objective is to explore the relationship between parental control and gadget addiction. Lastly, we want to show the relationship between social media and gadget addiction. And that's all from me to state all the research question and research objective. We can move on to the next point, which is a research framework with Shamimi. Thank you.
My name is Nur Shamimi. Now it's my time to present on part 3. For the research framework, I will elaborate on the 3 independence variables with our dependent variables, which is Gadget addiction. The three independent variables are social media, mental health, and parental control. Firstly, social media being one of the key important reasoning behind the gadget addiction among the students. Too much time spending on social media can lead an increased level of dependency for it. Secondly, the link between the mental health and gadget addiction, which is include the depression and anxiety, also to be a key reasoning behind the students' over dependency to use the gadget as a way to escape their struggles. Third, the relationship between the parental control and the gadget addiction. Parental neglect and parental mediation are used to support this relationship. Parental neglect causes children to be abandoned and the children move to the gadget or the internet as a form of escape, and that leads to their addiction, while the parental mediation relates to the parent's ability to teach their child disciplinary ways in handling gadgets, where failure to do so results in children being addicted to the gadget. Next, we move to the why these variables were chosen. Students these days are more bombarded with many pressures in life, thus the gadget usage has increased significantly. Gadgets can have addictive level, which is influenced by the role of parents, such as the parental control of monitoring and directing the use of gadgets. Most gadgets are user-friendly and attractive, but they can be detrimental to a person's mental health if they are used in certain addictive and problematic manner. Last but not least, I will explain on the hypothesis of this study. Firstly, for the social media, the null hypothesis is there is no relationship between the social media and the gadget addiction among the UiTM KBM students. For the alternative hypothesis, there is a relationship between the social media and the gadget addiction among the UiTM KBM students. Secondly, for the mental health, the null hypothesis is there is no relationship between the mental health and the gadget addiction among the UiTM KBM students. But for the alternative hypothesis, there is a relationship between the mental health and the gadget addiction among the UiTM student. Lastly, for the parental control, the null hypothesis is there is no relationship between the parental control and the gadget addiction among the UiTM KBM students. While the alternative hypothesis, there is a relationship between the parental control and the gadget addiction among the UiTM KBM students. That's all from me. Thank you.
So hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Amriza Iskandar bin Hisham, and now I'm going to present on the part 4 of this research. Let's dive into our research design. First is the purpose of the study. Second is the type of investigation. Third is the extent of researcher interference. Fourth, the study setting. Fifth, time horizon. And last but not least, the unit of analysis. The purpose of our study is to conduct a descriptive research. We wanted to study the relationship between our three independent variables: social media, mental health, and also parental control. Second is the type of investigation, and in our case, it is correlational, whereby there are two or more variables moving simultaneously. Third is the extent of researcher interference, which in our case is minimal because we are working in a natural environment. Fourth, our study setting is a non-contrived setting. Fifth, our time horizon is cross-sectional. In this case, data is gathered once over a period of weeks, days, or even months. Lastly, our unit of analysis are individuals, in which our case, we are only interested in the students of UiTM campus Bandaraya Melaka. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we move into the population of our study. Based on the data from the HEA of UiTM Melaka campus Bandaraya, the total students at UiTM is 2,456. Thus, our total population for this study is 2,456 students. Now, let's move on to the sampling of our research. We use Kersey and Morgan table to determine the number of our sample size. Hence, our sample size is 331 students. Meanwhile, our sampling technique is a probability sampling. In this case, we have chosen a a simple random sampling. Simple random sampling is chosen so that there can be no biases and all elements in the population have equal and independent chance. Next, we move on to our data collection method. Ladies and gentlemen, our data is a primary data whereby we want a first-hand information. Hence, we chose a questionnaire approach. Our aim is to give out questionnaires through emails or even Google Forms. Now, we move on to our questionnaire design. Our questionnaires are closed questions. We have standardized the answers into a group of scale following the attitude rating scale. The scale that will be used to collect the data is a 5-point Likert scale, whereby 1 represents strongly disagree, 2 represents disagree, 3 represents neutral, 4 agree, and 5 strongly agree. The questionnaires will contain both English and Malay language. Thus, our questionnaires will cover 6 different sections. The first is the pre-screening section, whereby we ask the respondent whether they are currently using a gadget or not. Second is section A, whereby we address the demographic profile of our respondents. Third is section B, where we gather information relating to our dependent variable, which is gadget addiction. From 4th till 6 is section C, D, and E. Section C, D, and E is where we collect information relating to our independent variable, which is mental health, social media, and also parental control. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, my presentation covers our research design, population and sampling, and also a brief discussion on our questionnaire design. And that is all from us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much and see you soon.